All right, so coming up towards our next session, where we have two of our own in-house speakers. Yeah, now basically, social media content strategy is our next topic. Now, we all know establishing social media preference right now for our business is very crucial. But the main question a lot of people have been asking is, are we doing it right? Simply creating social media accounts and posting random stuff is not going to get us anywhere, especially with so much noises today. Like you have a lot of contents, whether are you putting in the right words, are you attracting a lot of the targeted audience that you want. Basically, if you put out wrong contents, even your viewers could turn numb now towards most of the promotional content on social media. So today, what our two in-house speakers they are going to share with you are basically some signed, tried, and true contents strategies that even make big companies using. So one of our main speaker will be Don. Hi, Don. You're there?
Hi, hello. Yep, I'm
Yes.
here.
All right. Okay, great. So speaking about Don, Don has more than 8 years experience in the digital marketing, correct?
Yes, correct.
Now, he's also strong experience setting up into total digital marketing strategies for e-commerce company and also establishing social media preference for traditional businesses. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that you did mention and speak to me previously and shared with our team that you start as a corporate trainer in digital marketing somewhere in the year 2018. Was it 2018?
Well, actually, I have started doing the as full-time somewhere around 3 years ago. Okay, so then I was setting up the full digital marketing strategy for an e-commerce company, and also I have to train some in-house marketing personnel on digital marketing. Then after that, I moved on to becoming a full-time trainer. So company hired me to train their marketing departments when they are moving from the traditional marketing to digital marketing.
All right, awesome. Well, I also believe because based by the brochure that we prepared, you do have a partner that will be sharing this platform with you onto doing this program entitled social media content strategy. Yeah, and let's bring in Calvyn. Yeah, Calvyn, you're there.
Hi, hello everyone. Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, Calvyn, you can hear us, yeah?
Yes, I can hear. The sun is very hot right now. As you can see, I'm actually on the beach. Yeah.
Well, Calvyn, so you're bringing the beach towards you.
Yeah. So I can't wait to finish today's session, and I can actually take off my shirt and I can jump into the sea. Yeah.
Well, for all those who do not know Calvyn, and this is your first time joining us, Calvyn started in internet marketing, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And your journey began somewhere in 2007.
Yes, correct. It's about 10 plus years ago.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, during at that time, the word digital marketing wasn't so much of a fancy term. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
correct.
certification wise, I wasn't really much recognized, and I don't think a lot of people look at digital marketing as an importance during back then. It wasn't as hot as it is today, lah.
Yeah. Correct. Last time, we was calling it as like internet marketing or online marketing, things like that. It's just that digital marketing lately, these 2 years become very, very hot in terms of the so-called fancy word lah. And some of the market, they make the so-called digital marketing until it's sort of like a misuse of the word already.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, you all did actually share with us on to that while we were having our first team meet. and you were sharing with us about the experiences, how you and Don partner up, and you all shared some same stage under digital marketing training together. And I believe Don is a digital marketer trainer, while Calvin, on the other hand, you're a usahawan trainer. That will be the titles that both of you carry today itself, correct?
Yeah.
So yes,
Yes,
so as you all also shared, I've also picked up some points, a little bit of an intro for Don and Calvin as we actually kickstart now. We all know establishing social media today is very, very crucial, and you guys will be touching more into social media content strategy and how to basically market out your programs using social media. Yeah.
yes.
So I think I'm not the expert in digital marketing. Yeah. So I'll leave this platform to the both of you. And yes, we'll put up your screen right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that this program will be good and beneficial, now we will leave this onto our Facebook page. Do not forget to share. Our video will be still available at the end of the day. Yep. You can still view it, but we are putting it up for limited time being. So do share out the videos and invite your friends if you think the content is good. Give a thumbs up, give in your reaction and likes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave this to Calvin and Don. So, Calvin and Don, the platform is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. Right. So for this session, I will start first. Then after that, I will pass it to Don. And for my session, I will cover how to get to know your customer. Like just now, Daniel do mention that right now a lot of people actually get to know social media, and a lot of people just like having something to bombard over the social media without actually have the right strategy, right content strategy to actually put it into their social media, right? So why we need to know that why we need to get to know that our customer is because let's say if we have fully understand on our customer behavior, right, we can actually tailor in a right kind of content and right kind of story for your customer, so that your customer will feel like, yeah, this is something talking about my current life, this is something that problem that I currently have, and your product or services is really helping on what I'm facing right now, right? So this is how you actually in touch with your customer, so that your customer get to know more about you, so get more engaging to you, to your business, to your product and services. Then after that, you will get conversion later on, right? So okay, let me go through this slide a bit about myself. Okay, if you guys can see the screen, right? Okay, myself is I just give you guys some briefly about myself. I'm actually a builder ambassador. Just roughly on this, what is builder? Because a builder is something that benefit myself as a digital marketer, a tools that I need for all my digital marketing journey. So after I get use of the all the tools that from this company, people, I became their ambassador, and also I will try to promote them to all my client and all my audience to actually benefit them, right? So okay, next, without talking much about that, so we go into our topic of the day, to know your customer, right? So as you can see from the picture itself, customer, you have a lot of customer, right? Every customer have different objective buying your product and services, right? Some people, okay, let's talk about today. We have an activity. We about 10 of us, we were going to play a badminton, right? Some people objective is for tonight badminton session is I want to win the match, right? But some people have an objective that I just want to have exercise for my better health, right? And some people might just by the invitation of friend, they just come to say, okay lah, I come for this badminton session and get to know more people, right? So it's the same activity, it's the same event, but different people have their different objective, right? So same to your customer. When your customer buy your product and services, they have their own objective of buying your product and services. Every customer, they have their different objective by buying your product and service. Am I right? So let's say we would like to narrow down our customer, get to know each of them so that we can tailor a right content in the social media to reach them, right? Basically, in today's session, I only have one slide to explain to you guys that how we actually craft out this customer avatar canvas, right? So, okay, if you guys need this paper, this canvas, just drop your email on your in the comment section. So later on, we will gather all the email address and send to you guys on this canvas, right? Okay, so first, we need to know the avatar or the persona, like this, as you can see this red color section, right? So let's say you have a lot of customer. You have customer who are older in their demographic. You have a customer in younger in demographic. Okay, just pick one first. Okay, for this customer avatar canvas, you can craft out many kind of avatar, and in order to tailor each of them with the right content. So we pick one first. Let's say right now, if you can imagine one, we just pick one first, a person who buy from you lately. Then you just write their persona there. This person, what kind of person he is, write as a simple description in the avatar persona section. So next, we will go for the demographic. Demographic area means that we get to know that this person, what is the occupation? The guy, the customer avatar canvas, this piece of paper is not that big. It's approximate 1 A4 size paper. So you no need to put in a lot of stuff inside there. You just fill whatever that you can come into your mind. You no need to fill until very, very detailed, right? Just fill in very simple way. Like example, this demographic section. What is the age of your customer? And then example is occupation, right? And the income level approximate how much. Then this called the location of your customer, and what kind of event this customer usually attend. What kind of magazine this customer usually read on. So this is something that a few questions that you can actually ask your customer and actually write it down, right? So the frustration part is like, what keep them? Okay, sometimes when customer having a problem, your product and services can help them, right? So what problem that keep this customer cannot sleep at night, right? Definitely this customer have a problem, or maybe some knee ache, or maybe some problem, some health problem or whatever problem, make them cannot sleep at night. So what is your product and service can help them, right? This is their problem, their frustration and their fear, right? So following will be what the customer want, what the aspiration on it, right? So take an example. What do they want for themselves? They want to have a peaceful sleeping at night, maybe, right? Example. So example, what the goal of for themselves, right? What the goal, what they want to achieve, right? What they want, right? So you have to write down your customer want, what they want, and then in order to use your product to have it, right? So what they want, right? So the fourth one will be this key purchase driven. What is the key purchase driven for your customer to say, oh yeah, this is something that I want from your product and services. Example, the must-have feature. One of the features that your product has that customers say, oh yeah, this is the one that I have. This is the one that I need it right now. I want to buy your service, right? So your key features. So example, also things like the quality of expectation, right? Also, another thing is like example, whether your customer persona is those like they are, let's say if they are in low income, maybe the pricing, the part will be something that they want. Oh yeah, this is the price, cheap, I want it, right? This is something that you might want to actually write down all the detail for the key purchase driven, right? So after you get to know, identify these four things, we also have, as you can see, this left and right part. We start with this. We start with before and after, right? What kind of problem your customer have before getting your product and service, and how this customer have it after having your product and services, right? So we have several items to actually get to know what before and what after. Okay, and take an example, what the customer have right now, and after having your product and service, what he or she will have it, right? So take an example that you are actually selling some product for children, right? What the mothers have right now is he do not have the convenient way to take care of her baby, right? So after getting your product and services, right, he have very convenient way to actually take care of the baby, right? Take example, right? And feel, the next one will be feel. What the customer feel before. The mommy feel like very worried when he take care of his children, right? And then he might have the problem that before having your product and service. After having your product and services, right? So he feel very peaceful, very peaceful to have his life, right? And average day, the next one is the average day. Without having your product and service, the mommy have to have a very terrible day to take care of the baby, right? And maybe a lot of procedure, a lot of things like maybe let's say preparing some food or things like that, right? Mother have to prepare the raw food and then after that cook it. During the cook, they have to take care of the fire or whatever, right? Then after that come out the food already, have to feed the baby, things like that, right? But after having your product and service, the mother like average day, very easy, very easy. Just like maybe half an hour preparing the food, that's all. Previously, before having your product and services, she have to actually spend a few hours time or maybe more than that to prepare, right? So this is something that the average have. And then the status is like, okay, take an example, if you are actually selling like a luxury watch or maybe you are selling cars, right? Before having your product and services, the customer feel normal, right? But after buying your product, let's say it's a watch, it's a Rolex, or maybe don't say it's a very expensive watches, right? It's let's say it's some Swiss made watch, example like some of the brand that I'm not really a fancy in terms of watch. Let's say some Swiss made watch, right? It's a cheap, maybe a few maybe 1,000 plus. The customer buy already. The status, the customer feel what the status become atas a bit already, right? Atas a bit already. People say atas, right? Atas meaning that in Malay word we say it's a little bit higher level already. The customer become very higher level already, right? So like a person right now, they are actually driving maybe Toyota and Honda. But let's say if you sell the Mercedes-Benz for the customer, the status of the customer, they feel, wow, a lot atas already, right? So this is how the before and after you going to actually write down in this customer avatar canvas. And then lastly, not really have a lot of business have this so-called good and evil kind of section for you, right? Some of the product and services might don't have this part, right? So let's say if your product and services might have this part, is like, let's say example, some things that might be very terrible at this moment, but after having your product and service, this guy become very good already. Or maybe this guy, after having your product and services, he can do a lot of something better than previously. Previously is really very terrible, right? So this is how the customer avatar canvas, a piece of simple paper for you guys to actually write down to identify what is your customer avatar. It can be a lot of avatar, as I mentioned earlier, right? So from this piece of paper, I can actually overshare. I can also share with you guys some of the questions and actually what you're going to actually ask for each of the session. Let's say if you require this kind of question, I can share with you guys in the PDF file. Right, just drop your email in the comment area. So then we will actually come out. This. We will gather all your email and send to you guys. Right. So before I pass to Dawn, what I going to share with you guys is like every customers they have this so-called different avatar canvas, right? So we just require to tailor in. We might actually come out 10 piece of customer avatar canvas, right? So let's say, okay, this week, beginning of this week, I want to target for the first customer, right? The first customer avatar canvas. Then you tailor down. From this customer avatar canvas, you can actually get to know what their problem, what they have, right? You tailor a story. So you show something that, oh, okay, this customer currently having this issue, and then how they use your product and service, and they have a happily ever after life from there. For example, you are going to creating a short mini kind of film, right? Like maybe 3 to 5 minute video, right? You can actually, based on this customer avatar canvas, get to know what's their problem, what kind of what he have, what he feel, what his average day, and then what's the status of the current guy have, and then after that you create your product and service, how you going to help them, then you have a happily ever after life from there. So this is your storyline that you going to craft out for your content, so that you can actually share your content toward social media. This is not something easy, you know. For this kind of to get to know your customer, it's not something that easy. Not to say that today I have something to sell, and then I just bombard everything into my social media, right? So what you need to have is get to understand your customer and feel their pain point. So when customers seeing your content, the customer automatically will know, hey, this is actually talking about me. I having this problem, right? So the customer you will feel in touch with your content, and you actually gain a lot of trust from the customer already, right? So okay, without wasting much time, I will pass the floor to Don. So let's say if you have any question related to this customer avatar canvas, right? Just put into the comment section, and then during Don present it, I will actually read it out. Then at the end of the Q&A section, I will address one by one for you guys, right? Okay, thank you very much. I will pass this to Don. Don, over to you.
Hi. Okay. So thanks, Calvin. So the reason we started with this customer avatar canvas is because we want you to know exactly who your customers are. Okay, without really knowing or having a very defined audience, you cannot curate contents that are specifically targeted towards them. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about what type of content you should use. Now, the reason that we run a social media platform, having the social media strategy, is mainly to engage with our audience, okay, our target audience, our customer, people whom we want to sell to, or people who already bought from us, but we want them to buy more from us. So getting engagement from them is the most crucial part of utilizing your social media. Now, what could be better? I mean, the best thing you can offer to your audience is always information. All right. Hence, the first one will be informational videos. You see, the example of informational videos should, it could sound a bit like this, like 5 tips to keep your skin healthy. If you are selling, skincare products, or something similar, or your services is related to skin health, then you can share this kind of tips in videos. So the reason we do this is we want to give them something, so we are worthy for them to follow us. Our content are worthy for them to spend time on. Okay, because people are spending time on social media, but they are bombarded by so many messages. So when you open up your social media, you scroll through your feed, there are so many things. We have to create content that will make them just stop and have a look. So informational videos is one of the best thing that you can incorporate into your content strategy. Now, the next one would be tutorial video. All right. So tutorial video is something, it's a little bit different from informational video. Okay. For example, Korean eyebrow tutorial. Nowadays, the eyebrow that, the girls today like to draw, they call it Korean eyebrow, maybe slightly thicker kind of eyebrow. So this is one of the most searched keyword or most watched video that came up, which is a Korean eyebrow tutorial, which it is something about sharing step by step how you draw the eyebrow Korean style. Okay, so it works even better for platform like YouTube, where people search for it because they have higher intent. Okay, infographics simply what we have mentioned just now. You put it into a very nice picture, very colorful picture, with all the steps written down there, all the tips written down there. So all these contents are highly shareable. People see it, then people are more likely to share it out to their friends. Now, Q&A interview, right? If you have been running your social media platform for some time, then you already seen the comments. People do leave comments, right? So sometimes you have this kind of questions that always pop up. So if you could create a special piece of content to answer this question, that it would be nice. You can just collect 5 to 10 most commonly asked questions, then you can just answer them. You can do it by sort of like interview session. If you are able to get somebody from your team, some company, they ask their head of marketing to answer it, or they ask their head of technician to answer some of the technical questions, and some they even able to get influencers to talk about the experience of using your product or your services. Then it's always good, because when you ask an influencer on board, you bring together their followers. All right. Now, client testimonials is very straightforward. Okay, it is something that is able to give your audience more confidence in your product or your services, because they are seeing like people are using it, people are happy with your products or services. It motivates them to get your products and services. Now, these few years, user-generated content has been is very big. Okay, previously a lot of contents are coming out from the company themselves, but nowadays companies like to use user-generated content. User-generated content, if you can actually get videos or pictures of your customers using your product. Okay, show them. The picture of product will be showing them using your products happily. So that it's so powerful that it creates this kind of message, like for your potential customer. It's like others are using it and they're happy using it. Why not me? Maybe I should use it also, because I see like people all using it very happy. Now, one of the company that are very successful using this content strategy is you guys know GoPro, right? So it's a action camera. So they always use user-generated content, which means their customers, people who uses GoPro, they recorded something very interesting. Then GoPro will just share their content. So it's very powerful. Now, events. If your company organize events, or your company is going to participate in events, joining an event, well, you should invite your audience to come on board, to join you and to experience the event with you. Okay, this kind of content is best done live. Okay, if you are utilizing Facebook Live, or you're using Instagram Live, just do it. Show the events that you are currently in, get them feel it together with you. The reason that we like to encourage our clients to use events and now behind the scene content is, you see, today we live in a different world. We used to live in a world where we trust brands, we trust businesses so much. We trust the logo. As long as we are dealing with big company, we trust the logo. That logo is something that you have always been using. Then it's good. We are fine with just trusting the brand, the logo, and the business itself. But nowadays it's a little bit different. People want to see the faces behind the company. People want to see who started the company, why they start the company. Hence, a lot of company are focusing on generating content on their brand story. They would also like to see the behind the scene, how you started your day, who are your staff, who are the people that actually they've been dealing with, who are the people has been answering their call, has been answering their messages on social media, just so you can actually create content that show your team, your employees, yourself, if you are the founder or you're the boss of the company. Show them how you run your business, your day-to-day, or how you set up your store. People like to see these kind of things. If you can get this kind of content out there and people trust you, then people will become your fans, because people are not just buying from you because of the price or anything, but because they believe in you, they like you, they like your company. Okay, they like the people, the faces behind the company. So this is actually very powerful content as well. Announcement. Well, announcement is pretty much just announcement. Like if you have next release or what is upcoming, what new product you are going to launch, you create announcement type of content to get them anticipating it. Okay, to get them talk about it. Or start a topic. One of the best type of content that use this concept is like every time they want to launch a new model of a car. So instead of just announcing like that, we are launching a new car, they will show you a picture of the car, but they cover it. They show only the headlight. Okay, so people will start, how this car is going to look like, it looks nice from the front. I wonder how the back would look like. So they share among the friends. They try to guess they try to guess the full picture of it. So this is actually an announcement content which generates a lot of talk and a lot of engagement. Okay, promos and deals. Everybody likes promos and deals. If you can share, you are going to have a huge sales, up to 70% discount, these kind of things that people get excited. People are waiting for that promos and deal to do business with you. Giveaways. People like giveaways also. Giveaways, there are a lot of ways to do this. You can run a contest. You can give away free stuff. It is also one of the very good way for you to get content. Remember, we talked about the user-generated content. How are you going to get those contents from your customers? You can do giveaways. Submit the best photo of you using our product. Submit the most creative way of using our product, and the winner will get will get free stuff from us. So this is a very good way to encourage participation and also engagement on social media. If you encourage them to share it, to comment something, you'll get a lot of engagement on your post. So giveaways is also, you can see a lot of big companies, they are doing it. It's a staples in their content strategy. Now, last but not least is asking opinion. Right. So asking opinion, I'm sure you have seen it somewhere. Okay, we are thinking of doing this. What do you think? Or you give them choices. We are going to launch our next product. What would you like to see it? What color you prefer it to be in? These kind of things that it makes your audience feel valued. or this company actually asking our opinion. They want to hear from us. They care about us. So generating content like just simply asking them your audience like should we do this, should we do that, is actually very powerful. It's also one of the way of you finding out how your audience actually feels about your product or services. Because when they are giving opinions, in a way they are giving comments. They might not like some of the features of your products, or they might not like some of they might not like the way of you running a business. So they will be giving opinions like how to improve. So listen carefully to them. Now, after I've talked about like giving 12 example of content you could be using. So what are the ideal mix of the content? You need a perfect balance. You cannot every day do contest, or every day do announcement, or always just sharing about your promos and deals. Nor you should always giving information, but you never sell your things. People all come, people all just see your video, but you have not incentivized them to buy from you. Then you have a very successful social media, but you have a very terrible conversion. Now, usually we'll split it into 1/3 of the content should be about engagement with your follower, which are the asking questions, asking opinions, show some informational videos, then ask them what do they want to see more. That will be the engagement with the follower. Okay. Now another one would be sometimes we need not need to come up with the content by ourselves. We could just share relevant information from other sources. Like if you are let's just for example, if you are in the educational business, okay, you run a learning institute, you could always share relevant information, like the Ministry of Health has recently stated this, what are the new direction we are going to, or some researchers actually found out that kids learn the best at what age, what kind of activities actually stimulates their mind for them to learn faster. So all these kind of things are you already know your customer. If you have created your buying persona, your customer avatar, you know what kind of things that they want to know. Okay, so you can share this. 1/3 of your content should be about this, so they feel like you are the authority in what you are doing, because you are sharing relevant content. And the last one should be promoting your business. Okay, you should tell them, buy from us now. We are having promotion. We are having sales. We are launching this. This one will be in promotion offer. So these are the content that you should generate leads or generate sales. All right. So that's it. So that's the end of my slide. So we are open for questions.
All right, thanks, Don. Thank you so much for your session. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much, viewers, for joining us back for our second session, which is the social media content strategy. Yeah. Now we are also open up for questions. Now during the session, while you were doing your session, Don, we had a few questions up for you.
Sure.
Also, Calvyn, this goes up to Calvyn and Don. Yeah. The message in the description comes by one of our viewers by the name of Chan Yi. My apologies if I got the pronunciation wrong, but the name is spelled as CHAN, China, Holland, Australia, Norway, YE, Yankee, India. Yeah, Chan Yi. Now, if there is no customer to buy my yet, how to know my potential customer? Repeat, if there's no customer to buy my product yet, how to know my potential customer.
Okay.
All right. So
For this part, let me take it out. I have actually two parts to actually address to your question. Okay, first part is you if you mentioned about you do not have the customer at this moment, right? So I would suggest you to actually it's a new business. Usually a new business do not have any existing customer or something that you just come out in the prototype. A new product that never have it in the market at all, right? So definitely won't be have anyone have it before, right? But if let's say if you are selling something that already in the market, right? Like let's say if you are actually selling a brand of car, right? A new brand of car coming importing from the overseas, but you can actually get to know from the existing driver who actually drive another brand, you can actually question them, right? But from let's say if you have your product is totally don't have at all. So I would say that you are required to go through a stage called market research, right? To actually have a soft launch of your product or your services to people you know at first, right? People you know, friends, or maybe friends, or maybe someone actually you may actually provide a little bit like free trial for any customer that were interested on your product and services. So from there, then we actually question to the customer, right? Okay, from here, from this moment, I come to address my second point towards similar to this question is like, okay, let's say I am totally new to this customer. Sorry, I'm totally new to this customer, to this company as a marketer, right? How do I get to know this company customer, right? Or maybe I'm totally new to this. How can I actually get to know the customer behavior? I will say that from here you can actually check with your existing customer, right? Let's say your company definitely will have existing customer. Then the product is new to you, but the product is actually not new to the company, or someone already used the product before. So from there we give them the questionnaire. Mr. Customer, what's your problem you have before using my product and services? So same back to Chanyi question is like, let's say if you test run the market already, you actually get distribute to your friend or family or people who are interested with your product service. After some time they use it. So from there you questionnaire for them. Check, Mr. Customer, before you use my product service, what do you have? And after you use, what do you have? Then from there, you can actually identify your so-called customer avatar canvas. You can actually fill it up already. So you will still require to go to the market first. Have to go to the market to test it out, to have a market research, because similar to one fresh grad student, right? I do not have experience, right? How do I actually get a job? Right, this is something like back to chicken and egg issue. So same to your product. If your product is new, you do not have any customer, so you have to go to the market. So go to the market first. So same to the fresh grad, right? Do not have experience. So what to do? First, you need to do is go to get a job, but don't put very high requirement. Don't say, "Hey, I want 3 or 5K of salary per month," right? Even let's say if you are fresh grad, you go for 1,000 plus salary, you just took it. So same to your new customer, even if you until a stage that you have to go for a free test, free trial for your customer, yes, it's a business. You might need to invest a little bit into the cost to actually give it out as a free trial. Then from there, we get the feedback from the customer, right? So this is something that I would like to share for this question. Don, if you have anything to talk up.
yeah, I would say that if you are doing it, if you are just starting out and you have not have any customer, the best thing you can do is you just do a quick market survey. You just look at your competitor, people who are selling the same products as you, and you see what kind of people would buy from them. Those are most probably the same type of people that is going to buy from you. So you can get your head start there. Then down the line, then if you have discovered any untapped market, then you can create a new customer avatar, cater to those customer that you have just discovered lah.
All right, thank you so much, Calvin and Don. Now, Calvin, I believe earlier on you were showing a Canva, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Now, to our viewers, is there any way for them to receive the Canva?
Yeah, I mentioned just now, if you guys put the email into the comment, so I will record it out. But for the security purpose, I might actually delete your email right after I record it down, right? If you guys don't mind, right? So let's say if you're interested with the customer avatar canvas, that piece of slip, then together I will actually craft out some of the questions that you require to ask your customer in order to get how get the information to fill inside the customer avatar canvas. So just from the email, I will send you guys today.
If you guys do not feel comfortable sharing their emails, because I think some of them, they are a little bit afraid of publicizing their emails. Probably what we could do is we could always leave the registration link. Is our registration page still available?
Yes, still available.
All right. So probably, Calvin, if you do not mind, could we just get the registration link up, and probably we'll actually forward it to all those who have already registered with us. So at least their emails and contact details are also protected as well.
Can.
Yeah. So they can actually register.
I will paste the link on the comment area. So let's say if you guys need it, just click on the link, go to register. So we will send to everyone in the registration list.
So for our registration also will take place. It will not just be for this session. We'll update you guys on our session number 4. Probably we are still contemplating either between live or do it onto Zoom. We would love to get your feedback. So guys, to all our viewers, our Tenacians, please comment onto the description box whether if you prefer for us to continue to host our session 4, next session 4, either if you want to do it live or shall we do it via Zoom or WebEx. Yeah, either if you want it onto private or we can do it public, such as Facebook. Now, coming back towards a little bit questions for Don and Calvin. I've also received a few personal DMs onto your session. Now, I think the question comes up to both of you. Now, saying about digital marketing is a very crucial part because it creates publicity, and of course, in every business industry, every organization, we want publicity, correct?
Yes, yes, correct.
So I think this will be a little bit much more of a interlinked question. The first of all is, let's just say we have a very good content. We know the targeted market that we want to actually reach. But due to saying the internet, like Facebook, we have a lot of chain messages and chain posts coming up. So if you post at the wrong timing, your messages may not be actually be seen or the traffic. So let's talk about timing wise. When do you, based by your personal experience and profession itself, what do you think will be the best time to post your content up?
All right, this is a very good question. Okay, first of all, I would like to say there is no best time. I mean, there's no best answer for all. Okay, different businesses running different page will see different kind of the data showing that how, I mean, what are the time that their followers goes online. So if you are running a Facebook business page or you are running a Instagram account, always check your page insight, okay, your audience insight. All right, you have to be diligent. You have to always check, because there you can find out 2 very important things. Okay, what are the best day or time to post the content, because you will see what are the best day. I mean, the day or the time that your followers are active. That is one. Another one is, out of so many contents you have created, okay, because even for me, I've just given out 12. You would not know which type of content that your followers are more I mean, they would like to see more of it. Okay, so you should always check to see what kind of content get the best engagement. Then you create more content. Okay, so this kind of answer the question just now. There is no straight answer for everybody saying that you should post on which day or you should post at what time. So you always have to check back to your own page insight, see it for yourself, then decide which one. Which time you want to post onto, and also what type of content your followers prefer, and you create more of that content.
What about you, Calvin? Do you have anything to add from there, or is it pretty similar with Don?
Sure. So, like just now, John do mention that the so-called page insight. Page insight actually gives you guys a lot of good information. So for example, like my post, every time when I make the post already inside my page, I realized that approximate 4 a.m. right, that is more traffic towards my page. So it's like I can confirm that the so-called traffic is not from Malaysia. I can confirm because 4 a.m. who the hell is still browsing my page, right? So I can say that I can from there I can actually table down the also come to know that the country of people that actually follow me want my product. So from the again I can actually cross out the so-called customer avatar canvas to actually point directly towards the specific country, because every country have their own so-called culture, right? So perhaps in our next session, Don, we might actually able to come out a session, a topic that actually guide you guys how to actually look into the so-called page insight, right? I believe if you guys know that, if you guys know about this page insight, but some of you guys might don't know how to actually look into the data, from which data represent what. We might don't know, right? For me, about a few months ago, I also never get to know about. I aware that this is a very good insight, but myself, every time I go in, I did not actually go into details of each of the items, right? So perhaps the next few rounds we may actually come out this kind of topic for the audience, right?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. Just another question. Yeah. Okay. Probably this may or may not be something relating, but what Calvin said, the top sync traffic wise at 4 a.m., which your traffic is not from Malaysia. All right. How would you know? Because like different countries, they react differently with what your current country is, because as you all spoke about knowing your targeted market and also your audience as well, correct? So if you're going to post up something, how would you customize or copyright your content to be able to make it as generic as possible so it can reach different countries and fit the different needs of your different viewers? So I think to summarize the question up is, how do we know what content to post to make it as general as possible? Because if you talk about conventional marketing, we come out with maybe hard flyer brochures previously. You only reach those who actually collect those brochures, but now you're talking about the digital era. So how do we know what kind of content to post and what is the right content to do?
All right, so let me just take this question. Yeah. All right. First of all, I would like to say that you should not craft a generic question or generic content, because this is sort of like our principle lah. If you are selling to everyone, it means you're selling to no one. You have to be specific in what kind of people you are targeting with that content. You should even have that before you craft that content, before you craft out the copywriting. You should already know who you are speaking specifically to, right? That is one. Like if you have already found out via your page insight, what type of content that people are actually looking. I mean, people prefers to. I mean, they get the most engagement, which you know that your prefer that kind of content, and you should do more of it, but going deeper with it. Okay, instead of create another content that you are not sure whether it how good it will turn out, unless you wanted to test it out lah. Okay, and if you are selling to international market where you have people coming all over the globe, in fact, you should not worry too much on the posting time. You just focus on the content they want to see. That will be my advice, because we should not be consider too much when we want to create a content. Okay, because it will only slow you down, you know, try to create the perfect content. So just create the content that you know that people like to see more, and make sure it is crafted, is tailored toward your specific customer, according to your customer avatar canvas. Then it should be good enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
not especially on the content itself. So try to give more value to your customer by providing those like educational type. Like just now, Don mentioned like 7 tips how to make something, right? 7 tips how to become something or prevent something, right? So this kind of educational related topics is actually benefit a lot to your customer. Some of the good content like this might actually have a very good engaging. For example, the customer themselves, they do reshare your content to others, right? They reshare to their audience, right? So this is something, is free publicity for you and all, right?
All right, thank you.